First at 5, Medicaid funding cuts in effect statewide. How this is impacting families with loved ones on the autism spectrum.
Questions surrounding voting rights for felons. With municipal elections coming up here in Eastern Carolina, we look into who can vote and how.
And a stamp with a special purpose. What postal workers are doing to raise money for breast cancer research.
Live from WCTI 12, this is News 12 Now at 5.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for a special edition of News 12 Now at 5.
The MLB wildcard games are currently airing on ABC, so we're bringing you a special digital newscast.
We will be back on ABC for News 12 at 6 tonight, right after the game. Meanwhile, Medicaid cuts across the state taking effect. These cuts could make it especially hard for people and families affected by autism to get the help they need. Our Chris Young spoke with the co-founder of Aces for Autism in Greenville. Now he's in Winterville to tell us more about what's happening.
Val, not only will it make it harder for these families to get the necessary care they need, these Medicaid cuts could also lower the reimbursement rates for doctors and therapists. Reimbursement rates for medical professionals could be cut anywhere from 3 to 10%, with state officials saying these cuts are being made to keep Medicaid within its budget. Kyle Robinson founded Aces for Autism with his wife in 2014 with the goal of helping families affected by autism.
We're advocating, for our families. Our most vulnerable population is the ones that's going to hit hardest.
According to the State Department of Health and Human Services, Aces for Autism is looking at a 10% cut as the organization falls under Behavioral Health Services. Kyle says that cut could cause a major setback in services.
Right now, those cuts is going to impact us. It's going to, we're going to have about $1 million deficit, if that happens, which impacts, your staffing, your operations, facilities in the future, impacts everything.
For Kyle and his wife Bobby, these cuts don't just affect them from the business side of things. They started Aces for Autism after their son Samuel was diagnosed with moderate to severe autism at just 18 months old.
As a parent, when you heard the news that these Medicaid cuts were being proposed, what was your immediate reaction?
Yeah, as a parent, I think all you can do is advocate, and be a voice for your loved one that has a disability like autism, and get involved.
To see a full list of the Medicaid reduction rates, you can visit our website, WCTI12.com. Live in Winterville, I'm Chris Young with News 12.
It's been a great afternoon across Eastern Carolina. I hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy and meet the new person in the neighborhood. It's called the sun. Been a while since we've seen the sun, but at least it did make a return today. And as you take a look at Morehead City, Carteret Community College camera, it's a beautiful afternoon, 71 degrees. Maybe a stray cloud or two here or there, but for the most part, it's just a great day. A few extra clouds as we head north. Chocowinity, Cypress Landing Marina, 70 degrees, northeast winds at 8, nothing on the radar. And as we go through tonight, looks like we're going to see the clear skies around, temperatures dropping on down. In fact, look at the overnight, hard to find clouds. Now tomorrow, we may try to sneak some of those clouds a little closer that are offshore, and looks like some showers possibly offshore with a disturbance or wave that will snuggle up next to the coast. Temperatures for the rest of the evening with the clear skies back into the low 60s. I'll show you what to expect for the rest of the week coming up in a couple of minutes.
Right now, many voters are taking to the polls for early voting in the municipal elections. Over the years, there have been questions surrounding whether felons can vote and how. Last year, the voting rights law changed for felons in our state. News 12's Maya Cruz joins us from the newsroom with the changes and the requirements.
And according to the State Board of Elections, last January in 2024, a law took effect, making it a crime to vote while serving a felony sentence if the voter knows they are not supposed to vote. Now felons in the state of North Carolina can vote under these requirements. They have completed their sentences, including jail or prison term, and 2 completed all probation, parole, and post-release supervision. Now, this is information that not a lot of felons are made aware of, according to Greg Singleton, the 2022 recipient of the Craven Community College Fabric Awards, who founded the Craven Pamlico Reentry Council. He spent the past 11 years serving those that were formerly incarcerated, and his passion stems from his own testimony. After graduating with his bachelor's degree from Fayetteville State in 1992, he was commissioned as a U.S. Army second lieutenant, and a few months later he was charged with conspiracy with the intent to sell drugs, serving 5 years in prison. Take a listen to his answer when asked why should felons be allowed to vote.
People of all races died for that voting right privilege, right? I mean, all races participated in that movement. So to not be a part of that it hurts, right? It makes you feel like you're constantly paying a debt that you've already repaid.
And coming up tonight at 6, you'll hear more from Greg Singleton and his trials that he faced when re-entering back into society and his message to felons who are eager to vote. In the newsroom, Maya Cruz reporting for News 12.
Now turning to crime alerts tonight, Onslow County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man after a breaking and entering investigation. Deputies have arrested 37-year-old Joshua Chavis of Sneads Ferry last night. They say Chavis broke into a home on Longboat Lane on Tuesday while the homeowner and family were away. Officials say he stole multiple guns, ammo, and other personal property. For a full list of his charges, visit WCTI12.com and click on this news story. He is being held at the Onslow County Jail without bond.
We're getting more information about a school bus fight we first told you about at noon today. Bertie County school officials confirmed the fight happened in the area of Meadow Road and Elm Grove Road. You see it here on this map in Colerain. They say 2 students were involved, both from Bertie High School. Now, the Bertie County Schools Public Information Officer, Janice Ricks, shared this statement. It reads in part, quote, "We are currently gathering all facts and conducting a thorough investigation. Our school administrators and transportation staff are working together to review the situation, and appropriate measures will be taken according to district policies." News 12 will update you as we learn more.
New tonight, crews are investigating 13 sites on Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune for PFAS, the toxic forever chemical. They're evaluating a mobile system that officials say has already treated 5,400 gallons of groundwater waste, removing more than 99% of PFAS. Base officials say managing waste on site can save cost and also reduce environmental impact. If you'd like to learn more, they are hosting a public meeting on November 19th at Coastal Carolina Community College off of Western Boulevard. Right now, Snow Hill Rural Fire Department is on the scene of a woods fire. Take a look. They say the fire is burning 25 acres of woods and is not contained at this point. North Carolina Forestry Service is also sending 3 plows, a helicopter, and a plane to help fight this fire. Stay with News 12 as we work to learn more.
Live music, tasty food, and family fun. The 3rd annual Hispanic Heritage Month Festival is this Saturday in the city of Washington. It's at Festival Park on East Water Street from 2 to 6 p.m. Organizers say there will be inflatables for the kids and lots of other things to enjoy.
We also have food trucks. We'll have a live band. We'll have a mariachi playing. We'll have free raffles. We have different things like care partners coming in to provide informational things that they provide for the communities.
Oscar Rodriguez says many businesses will be there with freebies. That includes his own company, which will be giving away churros. National Hispanic Heritage Month runs September 15th through October 15th. To learn more about the festival, scan the QR code on your screen or visit our YouTube channel. You'll find it on the In Your Community playlist.
50 new affordable homes over 10 years. That's the new initiative from the city of Greenville. Today, leaders held an information session offering the community a chance to learn more. News 12's Jordan Luker was there and breaks down how it works.
A new opportunity for first-time homebuyers in Greenville. Greenville's Neighborhood and Businesses Services Division held the first of 5 public information sessions for its 50 in 10 plan. This means 50 homes built in 10 years, made to be affordable for low to moderate income homebuyers.
Honestly, it's a commitment to strengthen our communities from building within, focusing on revitalization, taking the existing assets that are there and really building upon those, creating home ownership opportunities for families who might have a hard time entering the market otherwise without these certain supports that we're making available.
Really helps them out get a head start.
Oh yeah, well it creates generational wealth for starters. You know, we'll give families the opportunity to invest in themselves, to leave a legacy for their children.
Building from similar initiatives in the past, 50 in 10 looks to think bigger. The homes are currently being built in partnership with Pitt County Community College. While there's no official application yet, Berryman says they want to make the opportunity accessible.
We're looking to be as flexible as possible with this initiative to create home ownership for as many people as possible. So I would encourage people to reach out, to make contact with the Community Development Division to understand what next steps might look like for them.
Many realtors were in attendance for this info session as well. Stacy Moy says it helps them too.
As a realtor, it gives us the ability to share our experience with them and help walk them through the process of affording a home and being able to create generational wealth for themselves.
Reporting in Greenville, Jordan Luker, News 12.
We're enjoying the cooler temps, and it's a good time to check your smoke alarms. October 5th through 11th marks Fire Prevention Week. The National Fire Protection Association has hosted this annual campaign since 1925. The goal is to raise awareness about fire safety in and out of the home. Each year, there's a new theme to address emerging fire hazards.
The theme for this year is lithium-ion batteries in the home. So it's important to make sure that you follow manufacturer's instructions and you don't overcharge anything and you unplug it when it's fully charged. It reduces the risk of something happening. It's also very important that you have a working smoke alarm in your home, so you should test those once a month and replace them every 10 years. The number one cause of house fires is unattended cooking, so that's still the number one. So you should make sure that when you're cooking, you never leave the kitchen unattended.
To properly dispose of lithium-ion batteries in Pitt County, you can take them to the Pitt County landfill. For other areas, you can find the proper disposal centers by searching online. The Carteret County municipal election is about a month away, November 4th. A few candidate forums are taking place this month. One of them for Cedar Point's Board of Commissioners starts at 6 tonight. Then, next Tuesday, you can hear from Cape Carteret's Board of Commissioners candidates. Emerald Isle's candidate forum will feature commissioner and mayoral candidates. That's on October 9th. Then Pine Knoll Shores and Newport will have their forums October 14th and 15th, respectively. In-person early voting in Carteret County is just a few weeks away. It's from October 16th through November 1st.
On the heels of back-to-back radioactive shrimp recalls and in the midst of a federal government shutdown, seafood safety is a question for many who enjoy flavors from the coast. There are multiple federal agencies, the FDA, USDA, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and Customs and Border Protection, to inspect various imports and domestic products, like the hundreds of thousands of recalled shrimp from Indonesia over the past 2 months. We have a closer look at one agency leading the fight and tips to protect yourself later on News 12 Now at 6 after the MLB wildcard game.
Well, the radar is all dry out there, and it's because of the clear skies, and you'll see in the overnight not much expected in the way of clouds, so we should see a mostly clear night. You see the green streaks indicating a northeasterly flow. That's actually going to keep you cooler tonight and a little bit below normal for temperatures, but It's getting to the time of year we start to funnel a few of those into the forecast. And you can see as we get into tomorrow morning, we're still in pretty good shape. Some showers just offshore. We'll keep an eye on that as we head through the daytime tomorrow. But for tonight, take a look back into the mid-50s inland. And again, the winds will start to ease up a bit across the region. Kids, the bus stop tomorrow, we're looking at about 59 degrees, a cool morning across the region. And again, you can see the clear skies, so a better start to the day tomorrow. And it looks like through the daytime, mainly sunshine. Some of these clouds and some of these showers may try to push up close to the Outer Banks, but I think most of you will just keep the sunshine around for your Friday to close out the work week. And we still have the coastal flood advisory that runs until Friday night. That includes the areas around Beaufort County, Pamlico County, southern Craven County, and eastern Carteret County. Again, that's until 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Temperatures will be back into the 70s, upper 70s tomorrow, so a couple of degrees above where we were today. Pleasant conditions, northeast winds at about 5 to 10. And as you take a look for high school football on your Friday night, looks like a pleasant night for football, pleasantly mild conditions, and those temperatures, as you can see, in the 60s. And it looks like mainly clear skies, a few extra clouds floating around as we showed you. On Saturday, we may bring the clouds right along the coast, especially during the afternoon hours. But notice they do push in. This model trying to put a renegade shower or two in for your Saturday. I think the better chance to see that would actually be on Sunday. But then again, it's a low chance even at that, less than 20%. And as we get into Sunday, speaking of Sunday afternoon, it looks like we'll start off the morning with the clouds up until lunchtime. So at church, it looks like a few clouds building in, and we're going to turn those winds around to the east and pick them up at about 10 to 15, not near what we've been experiencing. Now for tomorrow, look at 76 degrees, should be great. And again, high school football and the opening of the Seafood Festival should be good. And then take a look at Saturday and Sunday. We're looking at the conditions pretty nice out there, but headed into the mid next week, we'll bring shower chances back into the picture.
Donnie, thanks. And things are looking up for the forecast in the long run. New Bern postal workers are going all out, trying to make a difference and stamp out breast cancer. They have the post office on Glen Burnie Road decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They're also selling multicolored, first-class, semi-postal stamps. These forever stamps do cost a little more than regular stamps, but the extra money goes toward breast cancer research.
It's the community and the employees here. You can see they go all out, decorating up the lobby, talking to everybody, just asking everybody for that extra 12 cents per stamp, and it really adds up. And I can tell you there's a lot of offices trying to compete with us for that. So we're ready for it, because the more offices that are participating, the more money goes towards the breast cancer research. So we're challenging everybody in the state.
So fight for the cure. New Bern's post office has been #1 in the state in breast cancer research stamp sales every year since 2017. They want to do it again. You can buy these stamps at the post office until October 31st.
Ahead at 6 tonight, Medicaid funding cuts officially went into effect. News 12 is looking into who could feel the impacts here in our community.
Plus, a News 12 investigation into seafood safety, what the government shutdown means for regulation. You can catch News 12 at 6 after the baseball game on ABC.